Hey guys, in first part I'm going to talk about how to bench.
And me, I'm going to give some tips to increase your bench press. So let's go ahead.
Let's go. In first time you have to warm up properly. This job will permit to increase your body temperature and to lubricate your articulation. Things like external rotation. External rotation. External rotation. Scapula's retraction. And some round trips with a stick. After that, continue with progressive warm-up on the bench with progressive overload until working weight. In a second time, position yourself correctly on the bench. Indeed, you have to set up properly to be more performant when you are lifting. So for that, the steps are as follows. Position yourself on the bench so that your eyes are beneath the bar. Anchor yourself to the bench by fixing your head, shoulder blades and glutes to the bench, creating a natural arch in the back and solid base to unrack the weight. Try to keep your chest height. Position the feet below the knees and focus on driving into the floor to create a solid base to push from. After that, unrack the bar to begin and try to keep your core and your glutes squeezed for stability. In a goal of power, you have to lift with a lot of power, so to work explosively. Research shows that an explosive eccentric phase must be combined with concentric maximal concentric contraction to develop all your power. Let's talk about recovery. The time you take depends on the range of reps you use during your training. The less reps you do, combined with high weight working, the more recovery you take, and conversely. It's because when you lift heavy, you are recruiting the nervous system more than the muscle, so you have to take more rest.
Okay, so I'm going to give some tips to improve your bench press. So first tip, the breathe. The breathe is a key point when you are benching. So you have to inhale during the eccentric phase and exhale during the pushing. It permits to be more stabilized on your movement, to keep your scapulas on the bench, fixed on the bench, and so you are more rigid. Your core is gained when you are keeping the air, and so that. There is another technique used by athletes. It's the respiratory block. It's used for low range reps, like 1, 2, or 3 reps, and it consists to keep the air you breathe during all the reps you do. So, okay, it permits to be more performant because your core is rigid, all your stabilizer muscles are engaged, and so it's a good technique. The second tips is that you have to place the bench on the first place in your training. Several studies show that the order of exercise when in your training are very important, because, and it's logic, because when you perform an exercise in a first position, you are more fresh, you are more concentrate, you have more force and power, and so it's logic. So place your bench in first position in your training, and you will increase it days by days and weeks by weeks. Third tips, the frequency. So if you want to be good on the bench, you have to do bench. So place this exercise 2 or 3 times a week in your training, and so your performance will increase a lot. It will help you memorize the movement, and your body will accoutumate to this movement, and so it will help you to increase your performance. Personally, I have to place it 3 times a week to begin a good progression. The fourth tips, you have to straighten the weaker muscles. On the bench press, the chest is not the only muscles which works. There is also the anterior delts and the triceps. So for the triceps, that you can do is triceps extension, for example, or an exercise I like, close grip bench press. Triceps. It works very well. For the delts, come with me. For the delts, we can do overhead press. It will help you stabilize the shoulder on the bench press. You need also to straighten your stabilizer muscles, like the rotator cuff, which is a lot of muscle which helps stabilizing the articulation of the shoulder. So for that, external rotation is the best. And finally, to be more stable on the bench, you can grow your lat, because when you are on the bench, your lats participate to stabilize the movement. So for that, pull-ups. Just do a lot of pull-ups. The lats, they are working well. And so is that. There is a lot of other tips I can do, but maybe in another video.
Bye.
Bye.